Good morning, brothers and sisters. Jim Beckwith reporting here at End Times Prophecy News. From Gateway Pundit, China's huge Three Gorges Dam is now displaced. Fears dam may burst due to pressure from recent flooding with 400 million at risk. Look at this. Faulty engineering. They never put any pilings down into the earth. Reports are coming out of China that its massive Three Gorges Dam is at risk of blowing, putting 400 million people at risk. That's 70 million more people than live in America alone. 5 days ago, the Chinese reportedly released water at the Three Gorges Dam to alleviate pressure on the dam related to recent floods. There's some water pressure. The problem is that China once claimed the dam would withstand a 10,000-year flood, then a 1,000-year flood, and now only a 100-year flood. But actually that's been changed again to we don't know if it will hold. That's right.
China's renewing a yellow alert for heavy rainstorms yesterday as pouring rain continues to soak central and southern China. An expert warns that one of the world's largest dams is at risk of collapse. NTD's Juliet Song has more.
A branch of China's Yangtze River is bracing for the largest flood ever in 80 years. Authorities have evacuated 40,000 locals, issuing a yellow alert for rainstorms. As the rain continues pouring in southern China, an expert warns the Three Gorges Dam, one of the world's largest, is at risk of collapse. The dam is built above the Yangtze River and is situated in China's Hubei province. On Saturday, water inside the dam reservoir rose 6 feet above the warning level. Chinese authorities insist that the dam is structurally sound, but a famed hydrologist Wang Weiluo said that the dam is of poor quality and can't provide flood protection. Construction of the dam began in 1994 and was completed in 2006. Wang said after a serious flood in 1998, the then Chinese premier hired Western experts to assess the quality control of the build.
So they hired Western experts to inspect the quality of the build.
Experts said the steel bar welding of the dam didn't meet the standards. Chinese workers were unhappy and said the Western experts' criticism was racial discrimination. But the
racial discrimination? Isn't that the same crap they're using in America right now to get rid of Trump? Racial discrimination where there is hardly any. In fact, I know many black people say that black people are more racist than white people. But check this out. So they're saying that they hired Western inspector professionals to inspect the dam. They had no pilings, no steel going down into the bedrock. There's not even done professionally, and yet this is the largest dam in the world, which is crucial to having very good engineering.
The criticism came too late.
The steel bar welding and cement pouring of the gorge's left bank is all complete. They can't redo it.
The Three Gorges Dam didn't have a separate body for quality inspection. The team that designed and constructed the dam did it themselves. When the dam first began operations, state media made grand claims that the dam can withhold the worst flood in 10,000 years. Years later, they changed this claim to 1,000 years, then 100 years a year after, suggesting a decline in confidence in the dam. In 2010, state media quoted Chinese officials stressing that people can't put all their hopes of flood control on the Three Gorges Dam. Last year, a group of before and after photos of the dam circulating online sparked concerns. The photos show in 2008 the dam was a straight line, but the one in 2018 is slightly curved. Now the dam looks like this. Chinese authorities denied that the dam is deformed.
Once again, look at this.
The dam sitting online sparked
Take a
concerns.
look at this.
The photos show in 2008
There's 2008. Looks straight.
the dam was a straight line, but the one in 2018
What the hell? 10 years later? That's scary.
is slightly curved.
Now look at this one.
Now the dam looks like this. Chinese authorities now the dam in 2018 is
You notice this curve over here? This big jump right here? Now watch it change in 18.
slightly curved. Now the dam looks
Notice it got a lot worse.
like this. Chinese authorities denied that the dam is deformed, claiming it's a satellite imaging issue. A state
It's a satellite imaging issue. I'm going to prove to you that's not true.
experts later responded, saying that
Yellow alert? A yellow alert is more like red alert. We're about ready to be flooded.
the dam had moved a few millimeters, but within the normal safety
A
range.
few millimeters? It's more like 30 yards.
Wang said before that the dam has moved due to its flawed design. He wrote in a 2019 article that the dam is composed of dozens of independent concrete blocks. These blocks are not connected to the bedrock below. They're just sitting on top it.
Are you serious? See? There was no pilings going down to the bedrock. Just concrete blocks sitting on top they expect is going to hold a dam. That is 147 meters of water. That's about 150, I'm going to guess at about 155 yards, which is 450 feet high. That's right.
Wang said if the dam collapses, it will impact over 400 million people living downstream. Yangtze River's mid to low reaches are densely populated and include big cities like Shanghai and Wuhan. China's state media maintains
And they're already
that the dam
flooding.
is not at risk of collapse.
These cities are already flooding and the dam isn't even broken.
Rumors hyped by some Western media.
What a
Reported by
joke.
Wang Qing and
Look
Julian
at
Song
look at the
and TE
flooding.
News.
All right. It's a satellite imaging problem, right? By the Western world. There it is. That's Google Earth Pro you're looking at right now. See? Google Earth Pro. All right. You think it's aired? Look at this massive curve going on. And these are not cars. I hope you don't. There is no cars on this. I believe this could be a vehicle, this little tiny thing here. I don't know. I don't think so, though. Those are lanes. Look how crooked that is. Look, when I'm on, try and bring it where it's directly above here, you're going to have to be patient with me because Google Earth wants to move a lot. Look at the massive twist here. Now, that is the max. That is very, no, it's not the max, but as you, again, every time I zoom in, it wants to, you can see it's twisted there really bad. It's twisted everywhere. Look at this. This is what happens when you don't put pilings down. And let me tell you, if you're an engineer in contracting and building, you know, are you serious? They're saying, you all are saying the same thing as in basic engineering, basic contracting. They know you got to put things way, way down into the bedrock. They didn't even do that. All they did was pour concrete blocks on top of the bedrock. Can you believe this? This is a major catastrophe. I mean, look at all the curves you're going. You can see it's so curved. Now, it's a satellite imaging error, right? Oh, okay. Let's look at the satellite imaging error of how crooked the camera is on this other bridge. Oh, for some reason, this other bridge is perfectly straight. Now, just look at the size of the land. It's like 10 lane. It looks like at least 6 lanes going across this bridge. And look at the cars, how small they are when you zoom in. Look at that. Okay, yeah, 3 lanes on each side, it looks like. Maybe 4 lanes over here, it's hard to say. But you can see, it's totally straight, isn't it? Blame it on Western racial injustice for our bridge. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? Remember, it's only a yellow alert. We don't have to worry about anything. And remember, it only curved a couple of millimeters. What a joke. Look at the building. I don't know what that is. It looks like, but look at everything's all jacked up. The only place it's not jacked up is over here, way over here on the side. Even here we see some distortion, don't we? Yep, you can see that's not straight. What's going on here? Oh my goodness. I know that's not the way they made it. That's just obvious. China's looking for a major disaster. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time before. And another thing, if you notice, why are they letting all the water out out of one gate? You can see the massive pressure being released out of one little gate. Why would they do that? I don't know. I think they're a bunch of retards. If you ask me, they're looking for, China has already been crushed by Trump's tariffs. And then India has gone to war against China in tariffs and letting their products come in. And we have all sorts of products being sold to Americans still in Walmart. But see, the good thing is with Trump's tariffs on China's products is we're making many billions now off of them. We're raking it in. You see? Of course, the COVID-19 costs us at least $5 trillion now so far. That's right. It's sad. And we're going to go get for another stimulus here. We got more news coming up, but China is looking in very bad state, a very bad state here. 400 million people downstream could be flooded out. And they're already flooded. But we're talking massive flood now. Because this is the biggest dam in the world. Thank you for listening.
If I shut up heaven that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my people, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now mine eyes shall be open and mine ears attent unto the prayer that is made in this place.